All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to the Let's Talk with Carolyn radio show. I am on Sador Radio. You can download us on your iPhone and your Android. Click on Sador Radio and you can tune in with me that way. If you have not already done so, please share the Sador app. We're in the house tonight and I am broadcasting from home. Why? Because we're on lockdown. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, hey, we can't have no company yet. No visitors. We still on punishment. Some states is off punishment. We still on punishment though, y'all. Hey, let's get it. Okay, this is our itinerary for tonight. I did a post. And my post talked about AI, which is artificial intelligence. And I want to tell you how artificial intelligence is affecting you. It actually might be maybe 2 or 3 parts to AI. I don't know yet, but I'm just going to give you part 1 for tonight. Then the second thing I talked about is, are you ready? Are you ready for 12 months, 18 months, a whole year? If not, you better get ready, because it's coming. It's coming. Then I also posted, I talked about AI. I post AI and getting through 18 months, because that's what we may be looking at. And then I did a post earlier about people of color. So we're going to talk about us, people of color, and what's going on with us in the pandemic, and which should not be going on with us in the pandemic. And the last thing I want to talk about is, I don't know what kind of words to say, but I'm going to say Black American power as far as dollars. And when I give y'all this astronomical number, you're like, wow, that can be done. So let's talk about AI first. Let's get that out, because I promise that I won't hold y'all too long tonight. Not too long. Hi, Isaiah. How you doing? Hi, Isaiah. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Namiles. Thank you for tuning in with me tonight. It is much appreciated. So, who is the leader of artificial intelligence? I must tell you this. It is Amazon. Mr. Big Jeff is the leader of artificial intelligence. So let's talk about that. So this is what happened. Amazon was granted a patent for, let me see if I can get this right, anticipatory shipping back in 2013, okay? Now, what does that mean? Like, every time we go online and we purchase something, no matter what we do online, it is being tracked. It is being documented. And thanks for the thumbs up. And artificial intelligence is being used. Keep in mind, technology is evolving to a point where they already, right now, the way it is when we go online and we're doing a purchase, doesn't matter where we purchase it from, but when we do a purchase, it's tracking what we purchased. That gives companies an idea of what we like. Based on our purchases, they can track what we like, what we don't like, and when we're going to buy it. That's a whole lot of data, a whole lot of information on us as individuals. How you doing, Muhammad? That's a whole lot of data that is being accumulated on each individual person that buys anything online. And I'm gonna get into some companies. I'm gonna get into some companies, y'all. I'm definitely getting into some companies. So as far as Amazon, I'm gonna give you those companies now. Hold on. Amazon, Google is another one. Google has an AI called Deep Dream. It is an AI program that uses neural networks to digest images that identifies a pattern, a visual pattern. That is to a point where it could create a new aesthetic. So you really can't tell, for instance, pictures, images, you can't tell if this is a real person or a fake person. Artificial intelligence. Amazon is working on technology that they will put the order out before you buy it. Think about that for a minute. If you order anything from Amazon, like I do, they can almost match what you are going to purchase before you put the order in to buy it. All that data is being accumulated. If you ever notice, like, go on Amazon tonight, go under orders. Anything you may have ordered at any given time, go there and click on orders. When you click on orders, scroll down. It's going to also say browsing history. It's there. It's letting you know what they're doing. It keeps track of everything you may have looked at or thought about buying but didn't buy it, or maybe you put it on your wait list. So you know what, I'll buy it the next time. It's tracking. It's a tracker system. So that's how come I say it's going to be maybe 2 to 3 parts to AI, artificial intelligence. I want to get into what artificial intelligence is doing as far as the medical industry and as far as the government in itself. So there's the government, and we know there's different facets of the government, and there's medicine. So we all know that in the pharmaceutical industry, it takes thousands and thousands of dollars and a lot of time to come up with new drugs, new prescription drugs. It takes billions of dollars and it takes a lot of time. So me having said that, I want you to think about something. Think about the people who don't have health insurance and they have to kick out hundreds and hundreds of dollars to purchase their medication that they need to stay alive and to just have a healthy lifestyle based on medication. So I know of some medications, one bottle, 30 pills, it's going to cost you about $250. That's a person who don't have no type of medical or health insurance. So for those that do, you do what? You pay a copay. Now, with artificial intelligence in the pharmaceutical industry is being used to cut down on the time it takes to create new drugs. Think about that. Cuts down on time that it takes to make a new drug. Because I'm going to use this, and I really don't want to go there, but I have to go there. We're in a pandemic, right? So I know, as well as other healthcare professionals know, that either there's going to be a vaccine, there's going to be some type of cure. there's going to be some type of treatment, there's going to be some type of antibody therapy, whatever. It takes everybody 12 to 18 months for that to happen. With artificial intelligence, that time may cut down, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet by a long shot. We got a long ways to go when it comes to the pharmaceutical company and technology, artificial intelligence. So that's the one thing I wanted to share. The other thing I wanted to share is immigration and law enforcement also use artificial technology, and we're included in this group. Hey, everybody, we are included in this group. So Immigration and Customs uses facial recognition on driver's license without anybody's permission. And in most cases, in most states, permission is not needed to do that. Not needed. So governments have employed technology in various ways that can threaten our civil liberties based on what they're doing with artificial intelligence using technology, because they are violating some things. But at the same time, depending on the government agency, which one it is, permission is not required. And let me tell you something. We as drivers, that little photo that we take at the driver's license photo place is being used in AI. So, is it a fair trade for invasion of privacy for artificial intelligence? Because remember this, most states, the government does not need permission to do that. Think about that. Big Brother is watching. Now let's take it a step further. You have a lot of people that post pictures of their children on the internet, World Wide Web. So you upload the pictures to the internet. Now, would you believe me if I told you that there was a company? This company is called Mega Face. Look it up. You don't believe me? Look it up. Mega Face. That's the name of this company. The name of this company is called Mega Face, and what they have is a large database. When I did the research, it was a database of 700,000, but I'm sure that number has grown more than 700,000 people that is inside this database of Mega Face. Okay. Now, you have certain companies that have downloaded the images and the pictures, doesn't matter, children, adults, whoever, downloaded those pictures that's in the Mega Face database. And 700,000 was the number I had the last time I checked. However, it may be more. Don't know, but the last time I checked, they had 700,000 images of people, of children that has been uploaded to the internet, and MegaFace has created this database. So companies will download these images, and I'm gonna tell you why they use them. They train on facial recognition and algorithms They train to track protesters. So if you was ever, you know, like you want to be a little bit political and you want to be out protesting, your facial image may be in that database. Be careful. Be careful what you're out there protesting for. Also, terror surveillance, addicted gamblers, people that are addicted to gambling. You go to the casino or you're doing the online casino thing, your face may be up there too, because they're tracking certain behaviors, certain things they're looking for. It is also used to spy on the public at large. That's what I mean. Remember, I started this off with, this includes everybody. Well, this is the part that includes everybody. Check out a company called Megaface. Check them out, look them up. They're there. Now, by law, Americans, like I said before, there's only one state that I know of that has a very, very strict law where it is illegal to do that without a person's permission. But mostly by law, permission is not needed. It's not needed at all. But the state of Chicago, Illinois have a strict law, and it's in their law that it is against the law to do that without a person's permission. That is totally illegal in Illinois. I thought I would just put that out there for people that are watching, and you may be in Illinois. Your state is protecting your privacy. Other states, I have not found a law that protects against that and protects your privacy. This is how come it was mentioned about violating for civil liberties, invasion of privacy. Next, I want to talk about the shutdown. There will be possibly a 12 to 18 month shutdown because of COVID-19. And my question for everybody is, a lot of people don't believe it. I get that, but you better ask yourself, what are the possibilities of it really being shut down for 18 months? How are you prepared for you and your families? Maybe you have one family, two families, three families, but how are you prepared for an 18-month shutdown? Are you going to depend on the government to take care of us? Are you? And bank on any monies that they will give us in advance? When I say advance, is because I believe that we have to pay that money back. Even though a lot of people saying, oh no, we ain't got to pay the stimulus money back. There's a document that says that money is an advance refund. It is, unless they change it. Unless they change it. That document has not been changed. So when it comes to this 18-month, 12 months to 18 month, like a year, over a year, what are you going to do to be prepared to live in our new normal? Because that's what it comes down to. And not slip up. This is possibly, can be our new normal for a very, very, very long time, because it appears like a pandemic happens every 100 years. A pandemic happens every 100 years. You don't believe me? Watch this. In 1720, there was the plague. In 1820, there was cholera. In 1920, it was the Spanish flu. 100 years later, 2020, what do we got? COVID-19. COVID-19. That is 100 years for each pandemic. Dating as far back as 1720. 1720, everybody. And then another 100 years, cholera. Another 100 years, the Spanish flu. Another 100 years, COVID-19. So it appears like every 100 years, the population of people in the world is dealing with some type of pandemic. And think about this. Everything that I mentioned the plague, I mentioned cholera, I mentioned Spanish flu, I mentioned COVID-19. What is the one thing that they all have in common? I'm gonna let that be a trivia question. What is the one thing that they all have in common? And for each pandemic, guess what? A mask was required in each of them. Some type of material was required to cover your nose and to cover your mouth. So I'm gonna leave the trivia question with you. What is the one thing that they all have in common? They got something in common. It happens at every 100 years. But with this one, there is some responsibility there. This was a virus that did not have to happen. And a question was asked of our president from one of the news media. Maybe y'all don't watch the news. But a question was asked, and the question was this. They asked President Trump, has he seen any proof that China is responsible for COVID-19? His answer was yes. That was his answer. And I can see why he said yes, because it goes back to one person who was the head of coronaviruses. She has crossed over. She was one of the Chinese scientists, researchers that was very big on coronaviruses. So when he said he's seen proof, I believe that. And there's information that I'm going to share with you and let you come to your own conclusion. It is what it is. I'll let you know when I put it out, and I'm gonna let you know where you can go look at it like I did. Hi, Mike. Hi, Karen. Thanks for tuning in with me tonight. And what else? I did that. All right, now I want to talk. I saw this post. I saw something written, and it really, it bothered me. And I'm gonna tell you why it bothered me. Because I don't know where I read it, but this is what it said. It says, Black Americans has the highest death rate for COVID-19. among all the other races. Latinos, Asians, the indigenous, Caucasians, all their numbers is low. We as a people of color has the highest rates for COVID-19 and deaths. So if the rates for COVID-19 is up, so is deaths. And why is it? We have pre-existing conditions, definitely. So it's going to be pre-existing conditions, people who are not in good health, okay. And then you have the young people who just don't believe the seriousness of this virus. Then you have another group of people who want to gather around. They just can't seem to stop partying or going to places where you gather. And here's the thing, people. When you go to public places of gathering, whether it's a barbecue, whether it's a nightclub, whether it's a beach, anywhere where there's a lot of people, you don't know who the hell is positive. That's scary, because you're taking a risk on taking something back home to your loved ones. So that really, really bothered me, as far as we as a race of Black Americans have the highest rate in the country for COVID-19. We have the highest rate, y'all, in the United States. I'm only talking about the states, our country, USA. Black Americans have the highest rate for COVID-19 and the highest rate of deaths. We got to be more careful. We have to pay attention. We have to listen. We have to believe. And we can't afford to slip up. When I say we can't afford to slip up, don't take your ass into Walmart, Costco's, Target, wine and spirits, beach, any place, without covering up with a mask, gloves, have your hand sanitizer with you. You go out there, don't slip. Our statistics is too freaking high. I'm watching my time, y'all. Our statistics is much too high. Too high. Please, please, you have people of color in power. You have people of color that you look up to. You watch every day on TV. And they're telling you the same thing. And people just not freaking listening. They don't listen until it touches home. Then that's when they have a wake-up call, a oh shit moment, when it touches home. Do whatever you can to keep your heart beating, because these are the times that we're living in. We're living in times where we got to keep our heart beating. And that's the bottom line. These are scary times where you are going to be doing things that you normally would not do, but it's now going to become your normal. I want to do this And I want to give it away because it's all about keeping the heart beating. I'm going to put it out there, and based on the response that I get, will determine if I do this. And what I want to do is I want to give a free information session based on how you protect all of your human body systems holistically. Holistically. How do you protect your whole body systems holistically? So based on the response I get from that will determine if I give that information session. I will set it up. I can only hold 100 people. So if I put it out there and I get a good response of people that's interested in learning how to take care of yourself holistically, I will do that free information workshop, but I can only hold 100 people in that workshop. So it would be first come, first serve. And if you come late, you'll end up on a waiting time. Okay? So I wanted to put that out there. Now, let's talk about this stimulus money again. This is where, when I give you these numbers, it's going to blow your mind. When people got their $1,200 of stimulus money, plus whatever they're getting for unemployment, plus the $500 that they got from each child. Some people have 4 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids. So they had a nice little payday. Now, people went out and bought TVs, computers, anything of technology and stuff like that. I want to share something with you. And I'm going to go into the United States. My hair's acting up. Hold on, y'all. Let me get with this hair. See if I can do this. All right. Out of my way. Yeah. So I did it. Did I do it for the United States, or did I just do it for my hometown? Hold on. I'm going to let you know in a minute. Before I do that, I want to give you some statistics. Just maybe the statistics will wake some people up. Remember when I said that we as a culture of people, such as Black Americans, has a higher rate for being positive for COVID-19 plus deaths? I'm going to give it to you by state. Okay? So, and this is per 100,000. Okay? Kansas, Wisconsin, Black Americans living in Kansas and Wisconsin. Wisconsin is 7 times more likely to die than our counterparts. In Washington, D.C., Black Americans, Washington, D.C., Michigan, and Missouri, Black Americans is 6 times more likely to die from COVID-19 than our counterparts. In Arkansas, Illinois, Louisiana, New York, Oregon, and South Carolina, 3 to 4 times more likely Black Americans is going to die, have died from COVID-19. People, stay home. It's nothing out there but the streets. Stay home. Stay home so you can stay safe and live another day. Because right now, we're living day by day. Stay home so you can live another day. Stay home so you can live another minute. Stay home so you can see your next life anniversary. Stay home. Stop playing around in the street. There's nothing out there. Now, I want to get into my city. I am in Philadelphia, PA. There's other states that have cities called Philadelphia. We are not the only ones. I think there's a Philadelphia, Mississippi. I'm not sure. But I'm in Philadelphia, Pennsy. That will be Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So Philadelphia, I want to share some information with you about the power of the dollar. Philadelphia is the 4th largest population in the United States. However, Philadelphia is also the poorest city in poverty in the United States. And you're probably like wondering, like, well, Carol, no, you're wrong. Philadelphia is not the poorest. Philadelphia is not on the poverty line. You may argue with me. I'm cool with that. And I'm cool with it because I know the numbers, unless you can show me some different numbers. Prove me wrong. Philly has been listed out of all top 10 metropolitan cities. Philadelphia is the poorest. It is at the bottom with a -4. Why? Because we have not received an increase in income, where all the other states gave their people an increase in their salaries. They gave their people an increase in their income, not freaking Philly. And this is why Philly is listed as the 4th largest population in the United States. However, it's also the poorest in the United States amongst the 10 metropolitan cities. So don't get it twisted. I said the 10 metropolitan cities in the United States. Philadelphia is at the bottom of the list as being the poorest. Okay? Now, there is, according to the last census, and I don't mean 2020 census either. According to the last census, there was 610,000 Black Americans living in Philadelphia. That number may be more because we're not done with the 2020 census. That number may be more. I want y'all to think about this. That is 44.1% of the Black population in Philadelphia. 44.1%. 610,000 people in Philly. Okay? Now, Having said that, people got this stimulus check. They used it for essentials, but they also blew it on some bullshit. I'm just keep it real with y'all. They blew it on some bullshit. I'm gonna take it a step further. There is 2.6 million Black business in the United States. 2.6 million Black businesses in the United States. Now, let's say hypothetically that we as a culture of people had an oh shit moment. We said, you know what? I'm gonna go out here and spend my dollar on a Black business. Now, y'all may say, Carol, did you forget we on lockdown? How the hell are we gonna spend our money on a Black business? You had a lot of Black businesses that was doing online services or online products or curbside services. A lot of them. Why? Because some of them were considered essential. And for the ones that was not and is not considered essential, they were doing online business where you could have purchased from them. Sure could have. Hi, Sabrina. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Rob. Thanks for tuning in with me. I appreciate it. Now, let's say, for instance, you have and when I say Black Americans, this includes Latinos too, because you know y'all Black. So 2.6 million Black owned businesses. There's more than that today. This is based on a previous census. So let's say we had a wake-up call, pandemic wake-up call. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna support my brother, my sister. I'm gonna use $200 to purchase stuff I need. Remember, I said need. There's a difference between a freaking need and a want. A want is a desire that you can do without. A need is something that you necessarily have to have. So let's say, for oh shit moment's sake, that each of us spent $200 of that stimulus money into a Black business. That's 2.6 million Black businesses. You base that on 610 Black Americans. Now, did I give y'all the Black population? Hold on. Gotten the numbers here. Nope. Okay. So if you took that and let's say we did this all across America. Let's say we did this all across America. Just follow me for a minute. We did this all across America. We took $200 of the stimulus money. I don't know why I'm saying we, because I didn't get no stimulus money, but y'all did. So we took $200 of your stimulus money and you spent it on one of these 2.6 million Black owned businesses. You know how much money would have been funneled into I'm gonna just say this, how much money would have been funneled into our culture? Nobody else's, just us. I'm gonna tell you what the number is. When we wake up as a culture of people and we support each other instead of supporting and running to other cultures and helping them instead of helping us as a culture of people, that number comes out to $520 million circulated only in the culture of colored people. Just a thought. I'm an out-of-box thinker. I'm a forward thinker. And that was just something I was like, well, what if, possibility that as a people, a race of people of color, doesn't matter, a race of people of color spent the minimum of just $200 at any given time, whether stimulus money or no stimulus money. But you spend it within the culture. All across America, there's $520 million that would be circulated amongst people of color. I'm just saying, but you know what? That'll never happen. That right there, and I'm gonna say this reluctantly, that will never happen. You know why? Because we as a race of people of color don't want to support another Black person or another person of color because of that selfish mentality. It is what it is. I'm gonna call it the way I see it. And until we as a race of people get out of that selfish mentality, it won't happen. But I want you to take a look around in your own neighborhood. Latinos, y'all got it. Our Latino brothers and sisters, they got it. Except for the Black Americans who have not got it yet. Take a look around in your neighborhood and look at the culture of people that are business owners and take a look at who supports them. Their own people support them. And what we do as a culture of people, go and support them too, instead of supporting our own. We got to get out of this mentality, people. We got to get out of this mentality. No, it's time. It's time to make a change. It's time to get out of that type of mentality. It is what it is. That's a few of the things, just about everything that I wanted to share with y'all tonight, especially with the AI, because of, y'all know this, Big Brother is always watching. And if you don't believe that anything is being overheard, buy an Alexa. Get an Alexa. That blue ring starts circling around, that means she listening. And how is it that this artificial intelligence got a female freaking name? Why couldn't her name be Bobby Joe? Why couldn't her name be Steve? Why couldn't the name be Rob? Why couldn't the name be, I don't know, Joe? No, they made an artificial intelligence little ass device and gave her a female name, Alexa. And a lot of people buy and have bought Alexa. Why? Because it's convenient. It's a lot of things you can do with Alexa. You can turn off the lights in your house with Alexa. Artificial intelligence. You could ask her any type of question you want to ask her. She got an answer for you. Artificial intelligence. You could be holding a conversation. That little freaking blue ring starts circling around 360. She's listening. Artificial intelligence. Aerial images from the sky, y'all. Aerial images from the sky. Artificial intelligence. Technology is constantly evolving. And you know what? We are so quick to run out and get the latest freaking phone. Everybody, mostly everybody, just got to be keeping up with the Joneses, which will run your ass broke. but you just gotta have the freaking latest phone. You ever ask yourself, what's in these damn devices? Some of these devices, you could program it for your fingerprint to get in it. Did you take the time out to think where that fingerprint went to? That's a DNA fingerprint, in case y'all don't know. Then you have some devices that do the facial recognition. Take a picture. The only way somebody can get in your phone is put your face up to the phone. AI, you ever thought about where is that picture going for facial recognition? We are constantly giving up data, giving up information. Then there's the texting thing. There's some shit you just don't text. You give up too much information in the goddamn text. You take the time out to think, can it be tracked? Can it be pulled down? Can it be used against you for any purpose? You take the time out to think, if you put enough personal information in a text message, somebody else can see it. Artificial intelligence. Just planting some seeds for y'all to think about. The next thing we had talked about is being ready for the 18-month shutdown. This is it. The only way I see us not having, yes.
Do you have snacks?
No, I don't. And I'm doing radio right now, honey. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, everybody. This is my grandbaby. Y'all say hi. They can't see you.
Hi.
Look over here. You looking over there. Look over here. Bend over. Say hi.
Hi.
Stop acting like you shy. Say hi to the radio land. Say hi, radio land.
Hi.
Say hi, radio land.
My day might be starting.
Okay, bye. Close my door. That's what happens when you do live radio from home. So that's what I want y'all to think about, is being ready for these 18 months. The only way I see us not doing 18 months is if they share the freaking vaccine that is supposed to be out. According to some government officials, they have been vaccinated. And if they have been vaccinated, why are they not sharing it with the rest of the population? That's not right. Fuck fair. That's not right. Check it out. When you watching our politicians, pay attention to who has on a mask and who don't. They have to go around a lot of people. They're campaigning. They're traveling from state to state. All the states is COVID-19 positive. All of them. Only ones that's not COVID positive is some of the islands. Some of the islands have no cases. None. Zip zero. Make you want to go live there. But I want y'all to think about that. How is it that our politicians that are traveling from state to state in all the states in all these other countries is positive for COVID-19, and you have our politicians not wearing no masks? Think about it. Then it was said, mics be on, and people forget that they mics is on, that they received a vaccination. They don't need to wear masks. Our politicians was heard saying that. So if they have a vaccine, why are they not sharing it with the rest of the population? What are they hiding? Was there a vaccine 3 months prior? something to think about, y'all. Was there a vaccine 3 months prior? Think about that. And y'all may say, Carol, well, where'd you get 3 months from? I got it from somewhere. Don't slip up, y'all. We're looking at 18 months. They don't want to share the vaccine with us. Sorry, they don't. That vaccine is not going to be shared with the rest of the world. And they keep saying they have to create a vaccine, create therapy, create a cure, create this, create that. Our researchers is doing a wonderful job. I get that. Our scientists are doing a wonderful job. I get that too. But we're still looking at keeping our heartbeat day by day. That's what we're living for. We're living to stay alive another day, literally. And COVID-19 is not prejudice. Dogs, cats is coming up positive. How the hell that happened? They came in contact with a human that had it. Babies. The youngest baby I have heard of with COVID-19, and this baby died, this little angel died, was 5 years old. 5 years old. So this virus doesn't matter who it targets at all. Stay safe, everybody. Be careful. Please don't slip up and not wear a mask, not protect your T-zone. Protect your T-zone. Your T-zone is your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Please do not slip up. There is people out here who still do not understand how this virus is transmitted. And I learned that today. There's people who still do not understand how this virus is transmitted or why it's even important to protect your T-zone, because they don't get it. And the only thing you could do with those individuals is talk to them and explain. If you know it, share that information with them so they can protect themselves and not come up positive. Okay? That's what I wanted to share with everybody. I'm going to, I got 15 minutes. So I'm going to finish my little 15 minutes out on Sador Radio alone and give my radio listeners some house music to tune in. But for you and you, I'm going to tell you this. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me and staying with me this long and just hearing me out and getting the information. I try to give y'all some valuable information that you can use, plant seeds so you can think about. So I appreciate you tuning in and staying with me. And if you shared, I also appreciate you sharing the message that I be putting out as well. So y'all know what I do. I'm going to take this time out and I'm going to do just a little bit. I got the music playing. I do not own the rights to this music, Facebook, because what Facebook does is anytime I play music, I get this little notification. Your video has been muted in X amount of countries. So I won't do it too loud. Maybe Facebook won't hear it, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to give my thanks to my followers and the people that tune in with me every Monday. So thank you, Trisha, for tuning in. Thank you, Rob, for tuning in. Thank you, Badass, for tuning in. Thank you, Mike, for tuning in. Thank you, Karen, for tuning in. Thank you, Marquise Mohammed. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Isaiah, for tuning in. Thank you, Stephen, for tuning in. Thank you, Stephen, for also engaging. Thank you, Lamiles, for tuning in. Thank you, and that's it. So, anybody else that catches this on the replay, just type in replay because I do go back. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, type in your question. I do go back and I read the comments after I go live. Okay? So thank you, everybody. Catch me next Monday right here. No, yeah, catch me next Monday right here on Sador Radio, and also catch me Wednesday morning for I Am My Sister's Keeper. There's a panel of us, of women. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. There's a panel of us that will be addressing some issues that are going on, mainly the increase in child abuse, the increase in domestic violence, the increase in suicide. There's a panel of 7 professional women that will be addressing those issues and more and giving you some information. So if you know of anybody, or you think somebody is thinking about suicide, or you know of someone that is going through some type of depression or some type of physical or mental or emotional, it really doesn't matter. I am on that panel, but I'm also the narrator. So I'm tune in with me, and I will be posting that as well. Last thing I want to say before I go is I am giving away 230-minute airtime slots on my TV network, which is JBO TV. So if you want more information about the free airtime, you can reach out to me at 267-679-8784, and it may be by invitation only. I will see. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. Keep your heart beating and keep your T-zone protected. Please do not slip. We can't afford to slip, everybody. We just cannot. We can't afford to slip. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Stay blessed up. Take care. And thank you. Bye-bye. As for you, if you catch this on a replay, type in replay. I appreciate you for tuning in with me every Monday. Take care, everybody, and have a good night.